So tired today. And I did it to myself. That product got me looking shiny. And we all know the sun don't shine in the right way on my way to work, but I ate late last night. It was like 9:30, quarter to 10. I ate some sliders. Fries and 4 sliders. And look, I was done after the second slider. And knew I didn't want no more. But the fear of losing money because I knew I wasn't going to eat them sliders today or take them to work, I sat up there and stuffed my face with it. I had a big old large Coke too, but I only took a couple sips out of it. But that's ridiculous. And you know what's really crazy is the fact that these jeans I put on this morning say they a size 14. That's like almost impossible. I weighed myself today. I weighed in at, I think it was 225.7. I'm over 220, which is the weight that I normally like stay at when I'm, when I'm trying to lose weight. I stay at 220. And I'm above that. How the hell am I wearing a 14? That's literally impossible. If I find a real 14 at the Goodwill that ain't been made in the last 10 years or so, I'm not gonna be able to. I wouldn't even say, well, probably 10 years. The last 10 years or so, I wouldn't be able to fit it. Because a real 14, I cannot fit. It's such a, I don't understand how they can get away with making shit bigger and calling it a size that, I know because if I lose even more weight, then I'm at a 12. I know, but I'm not finna. I digress. Because I'm just sitting here being critical right now. Because I'm in such a foul, I wouldn't say foul, but just like this mood that's just like, ugh. It's the period, not period, for real. And I must have had a couple of days off or something. But it's back in full vengeance right now. Full vengeance. And I did not help it at all by eating last night. And I was so sleepy, I should have just went to bed. I was on the phone with somebody I didn't even want to talk to. I should have just said, listen girl, I'm going to call you back tomorrow. Have a good night, and I'm going to sleep now. I just sat there and held the phone and listened to her motherfucking ass talk. And then started on my DoorDash because I was aggravated. So it's all my fault. But it's good that I see it that clearly. Because I was chastising myself while I was getting ready for work. And I said, you was just tired. You was just tired, so why didn't you just go to bed? There was no reason for you to sit up on DoorDash, but you knew you had that $25 credit. And then after being on there for a few minutes, you realized that DoorDash was offering 45% off the couple of places that you was willing to get some food from. So with all the taxes and fees and, the delivery fee and a $6 tip to the driver, I ain't have to pay shit. And still got a $5.30 credit because of the 45% off. I bet there was a scam that Tide came with for the bullshit. I can't remember how they say that, but that baby Tide should have got that on a t-shirt. He should have, first of all, he should have should have, what you gotta get something that makes it yours, so can't nobody else use it. Patent it or something like that. And babe, he should have got that as a t-shirt, because I'm telling you, every blogger uses it at some point in their vlogs. And it's just a I don't know, it's just a cooler saying to say the scheme that Ty set up to come with the bullshit. Poor Ty. You know what? Just to be talking about that for a minute. Ty didn't have a chance because of her mother. And her mother, you know, her mother should be ashamed of herself, for real, to set up and just, because she created this whole narrative. And even if Ty cheated, that don't mean that Kandi would have left him had her mother not been so vocal about him being this scammer. I really feel bad for Ty. I just do. And now, you know, it ain't like I believe in people cheating. I hate that kind of stuff. But the what he had to deal with probably was just horrible. With her mother is just, you know, and really all of that came from the fear that if she, you know, if her daughter got with Todd, all her little perks and shit might come to an end. So she sabotaged it. Because I see, if Kandi get into another relationship and her mother responds the same way, what do you don't want to see your daughter happy? And I believe that's a thing. Some women do not want to see their daughter happy. And that's a good segue over to something I've been wanting to talk about, because I'm going to Texas Friday and I'm thinking about it, you know. At first I just said I was going to do it. I'm going to go see my mama while I'm in Texas, because it kind of like messed up that I would be in Texas and don't go see my mama. But baby, I mapped it from the airport that I'm going through, because I'm flying in to Dallas. It's a 4-hour drive to see my mother. I hate driving. And yeah, I'm going to have a rental car. It's going to cost me gas and time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I wish I could meet somebody that would be willing to, at a minimum, ride with me, but drive me would be amazing. Driving me around. Because I heard the traffic there is insane. Somebody said that I'm not going to like that at all. I think it was Tina, the Asian. She's Asian American though. She real Americanized Asian. That's the one who asked me the other day, how can I go to the movies by myself? I don't even think people really realize what some people go through. You know, and I'm not saying I'm going through anything because I'm going to the movies by myself. But if you ain't never had to be by yourself, never had to be by yourself, I guess it could be pretty like, you know, like, whoa, you know, I ain't got no choice. I could stay at home and not do nothing at all, but that's lame. So I had to do it by myself. And I don't like that I have to do it by myself, but I'ma do it. You know, I remember Joyce Meyer said something when I was like into her big time. Do it afraid. Even if you are scared to death, do it afraid. And that has always stuck with me. Do it afraid. Because I'm sure gonna do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. gonna do about it? Not a damn thing. Click off the video if you want to. But FOMO will hit you. You'll be wondering what I said for the rest of this ride to work. But I ain't talking about nothing. I'm just feeling this feeling that I feel every month. And you know, truthfully, I learned that it just never stops. It's just gonna, it subsides a little bit and changes a little bit, but it's just something that I'm gonna have to just deal. And I literally been dealing with it for a long time. When I noticed for sure that something was wrong with me, it was in 2012 when I sent my son, before I sent my son to his father, because I was getting so angry at him for messing up in school. I thought I was going to one day just hurt him really bad physically because of my anger. The anger was just so intense. But I never did anything to him, but I thought I would. And that's what made me send him to his father, because I just felt like I was emotionally unstable. And I felt like shit, I didn't want to raise another child by myself. Like, I ain't signed up for this shit. I raised 2 other boys by myself. Why should I, especially after all that shit he talked about, wanting to be a father, and you know, we planning this shit for 5 fucking years, and then now you gone and don't want to even reach out to your damn son because you feel some type of way about me putting you in jail. Now you put yourself in jail, nigga. When you put your motherfucking hands on me and you knew you was on parole. Who does that? And then do it repeatedly. And it felt like you wasn't gonna be, you was gonna keep on being able to convince the police that I was only doing that because you was on parole. No. I wasn't doing that because you was on the parole, nigga. I was doing that because your motherfucking ass was hitting me. Not only physically, but mentally and emotionally, you was dragging my ass. Now that's a narcissist right there. My last son, father, oh my God. He over there manipulating the shit out the bitch he with now. She think, and his gold words that he uses to pull you into his web is go ahead and leave me just like everybody else, like my mama, like my daddy, like, you know. And then as a woman, you feel like, no, I'm not gonna leave you, baby. I love you. I love you. All the time you need to leave his motherfucking ass because he ain't dealing with life appropriately. But I swear, sending my son to his father ain't been nothing but trouble. That man went out of his way to press charges on me. I got locked up for child abuse because I sent him to his father, which didn't make no sense to me. Like, how am I the worst parent in the world for putting my son on a plane to his father that we agreed upon? This nigga didn't show up. Sent his sister and his mother, who my son did not know. And I refused to have my son released to them. And I got charged with child abuse for that. And literally did 4 months in jail, in the Boulder County jail, for child abuse. Crazy. The shit I done been through. You would not believe. You would not believe. I don't know. It's all for a reason. And I'm not sure it's the reason to help me. Because how is any of that helping me? I don't know. I do not know. I'm at work.